God's faithful hero, the story of Joseph's integrity. Long ago, a young man named Joseph was taken far away from his home, to the busy, sun-drenched land of Egypt. Though he was a servant in a strange place, Joseph was never truly alone. God was with him, walking beside him in the dusty streets and watching over him under the palm trees. Joseph worked with a cheerful heart, knowing that God's love was his greatest strength. Joseph was taken to the house of a powerful man named Potiphar, an officer of the king. Potiphar noticed something very special about Joseph. Everything the young man did was successful. Whether he was tending the gardens or organizing the household, things just seemed to go right. Potiphar realized that God was blessing Joseph in everything he touched. Because he trusted Joseph so much, Potiphar put him in charge of his entire house. Joseph was now the manager of everything Potiphar owned. He grew from a young boy into a strong, handsome, and capable man. He was honest and worked harder than anyone else, making sure every room was clean and every servant was cared for. Potiphar had a wife named Amenia. She watched Joseph as he went about his work and saw how handsome and successful he was. But Amenia did not have a heart like Joseph's. One day, when the house was quiet, she spoke to Joseph. She wanted him to do something that was wrong and disobedient to God. Joseph knew he had to make a choice. He looked at Amenia and shook his head firmly. He told her that Potiphar trusted him with everything in the house. More importantly, Joseph told her that he could never do such a wicked thing because it would be a sin against God. Joseph chose to be faithful, even when it was difficult. Amenia did not listen to Joseph's words. One afternoon, when no one else was around, she caught Joseph by his colorful cloak. "Stay here with me," she demanded. She tried to pull him toward her, wanting him to forget about his promises to Potiphar and his love for God. Joseph knew that the best thing to do when tempted was to run away. He didn't stay to argue or wait. He simply turned and ran as fast as he could. He left his cloak behind in Amenia's hands because his integrity was worth much more than a piece of cloth. He escaped into the bright Egyptian sunshine. Amenia was very angry that Joseph had refused her. She took the cloak and waited for her husband to come home. When Potiphar arrived, she showed him the cloak and told a lie. She claimed that Joseph had tried to hurt her. She used the cloak as proof of her false story, pretending to be the victim. Potiphar became very angry when he heard his wife's lie. He ordered his guards to take Joseph away. Joseph was led from the beautiful house he had managed so well and thrown into a dark, cold prison. It seemed like Joseph's world was falling apart, even though he had done the right thing. Even in the darkness of the prison, God did not leave Joseph. God showed him steady, unfailing love and made sure the prison warden liked him. Joseph learned that doing the right thing might bring trouble sometimes, but God is always there to turn the darkness into light. Joseph stayed faithful, and God had a wonderful plan for his future.